And I'm not Italian, I've just got extremely chavvy parents. So yeah, I study comedy at Winchester University. So many students in here tonight? Yeah. I better tell the staff to hide the toilet paper. I'm joking, I've got it all. So yeah, since I started university, I found out that my life now consists of the same things. Like 9 AM lectures and having to start a new essay every week and mixing together vodka, whiskey and bleach to create the cocktail crippling depression. I'm only joking. I haven't started any of my essays yet. So I was on a lecture the other day and my lecturer pulled me aside and she asked me if I'm dyslexic, and if I'm not dyslexic then I should get myself tested. And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I probably should. But I'm a bit scared. I'm scared that if I do get tested, that I don't have it. Because that means I'm just a fucking idiot. And that would be extremely depressing. I shouldn't joke about depression. A lot like you shouldn't joke about God. I think God and depression are very similar. They're both not real. So I went back home to Bristol. I went back home to Bristol a few weeks ago. And I thought I'd go see my nan. And I was a bit scared because I recently got my septum pierced, which is the middle bit of your nose. And my nan's a very old-fashioned woman. So I walked into her house and I put my head up. And she was like, ugh, fucking hell, what the fuck is that in your face? That's fucking disgusting. You're not even going to be able to blow your own nose. And I was like, Nan, you can't even wipe your own ass. I'm really poor. And it's really depressing because everyone in my flat in Halls is really rich. Like there's one girl in my flat who brags all the time about how her mum's a hairdresser and that she has her own business and that she can get a haircut free whenever she wants and it saves her loads of money. And I'm like, yeah, well my mum works in a museum so I get to go in whenever I want for free. But it's a museum, so does everyone else. But my flat is shit. Like it's really shit, it's falling apart. And there's a massive crack in the ceiling, and when we first moved in September, a massive spider crawled out of it. And I thought, everyone looked at him like, nah, I'm not killing it. So I thought, I'll take the step. So I took off my shoe and I threw it at it. And I killed it against the wall. And then the real dilemma came when I had to dispose of the body. So I went over and I thought, nah, I'm not scraping the corpse off the wall. So we just left it there for a few months as a warning to all the other spiders. So I went to vodka on Friday for a night out, and some girl spilled a drink all over me. I guess you could say I had more alcohol on me than Amy Winehouse's dead body. Whoa. See, I'm not a club kind of person, I'm more of a Wetherspoons kind of girl. Cheap. When I went home to Bristol, I went to Spoons with a few friends and we sat upstairs because it was one of those fancy spoons where there isn't shit smeared all over the wall. And I was arguing with my boyfriend about who was going to go down and get the next round, and it made me think, for years, men and women have been arguing about who's going to go down first. So I spend a lot of time in Wetherspoons. I was sitting there for hours on a night out, and by the end of the night, I get really bad pins and needles, like all over me. I guess you could say I have more pins and needles in me than Amy Winehouse's dead body. I said that joke a few weeks ago and some people in the audience got really offended. And all I could think was, I could be so much worse. So do you want to hear an offensive joke? Yeah? Alright, I'll finish my set with this. I'm going to tell you a joke about rape. You can say no, but I'm going to say it anyway. Thank you, you've been great. I've been Capriella Hooper.
Capriella, fantastic, brilliant, wonderful and brilliant, fantastic. Right, time for our last act of the first half. It's the very wonderful, also from Winchester University. It is the Biscuit Barrel.